Really?
Yeah, I had 2, and I wanted 7 more, and I
Ooh.
said, no,
I
wait a
think they
minute.
put something in them.
I don't think this is going to work. But getting back to our new career as a singer, I could sing at weddings. I could sing in nursing homes. People, people would be interested if I did that. I wouldn't even need an accompaniment. I could go a cappella. And I thought we could start on the common and in the rotunda on the common. In the gazebo, rather. It's not quite a rotunda.
No,
not
it's
yet,
not a
but
rotunda.
It will be. People will be
No,
able to
the
come by
gazebo.
and stop and hear us and cheer. And I thought that would be a fun thing to do. Crooning, you know.
Crooning.
Yeah, like Sinatra. I did it my way, and
Wow.
now the time is gone. I look at you, I am forlorn. I had to change the lyrics. I can't be real. It's just too
Oh, my.
tough. I did it my way. Yeah, something like
You think
that.
people will pay you not to sing?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Oh dear.
You'll-
But I think you have a very nice voice.
Well, I'm
actually.
glad you do. You're going to hear more of it. I'm going to practice every day.
Oh, good.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out
with
to the crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and
And Cracker Jacks.
I don't care.
If I ever come back.
Maybe we could go out together.
Yes.
Do a song and
Fenway.
dance.
Yeah. Maybe John Henry would have us for the 7th inning stretch. We could do God Bless America, what's left of it. It would be really good. You know, I did want to tell you that there were a few incidences that happened while you were gone, as usual. Well, the horrific nuclear problem in Japan.
Right. That I knew about.
And the military action in Libya.
That I knew about.
Libya this week, you know, and it was really interesting.
It's like that silly folk song from the 60s. They're rioting in Africa.
They're starving in Spain.
Yeah, really.
There's hurricanes in Florida, and Texas needs rain.
And there was a tornado in Florida not too long ago.
But we can be thankful and tranquil and proud that we've been endowed with a mushroom-shaped cloud.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's mushroom clouds.
Yeah, really. And how about what
scary.
have they done to the rain? That wonderful Joan Baez song.
But what I thought was so optimistic with these die-hard nuclear power fans saying, there's nothing at all, we're fine,
Yeah, really.
you know. And people were reminded that the nuclear power plants here are 30-plus years
Right.
old, but nobody really seemed to care,
No.
you know.
No, it's very strange.
It's
very strange.
Now I know how Superman's father felt, Jor-El on the planet Krypton, you know? And Jor-El knew that Krypton was going to go to smithereens, and he warned people to get to the ships, and they all looked at him, Jor-El, you're a party pooper, you know, and bam, you know, that was it. And young Clark Kent came and it's here we go again.
Right. Well, you know,
but I didn't let it bother me.
Well, my philosophy is, if something is going to happen, and this is something I've been thinking about lately a lot. If something is going to happen, and I waste a lot of time worrying about it, when it finally does happen, I haven't enjoyed my life. I've wasted all that time thinking, oh dear, what's going to happen? And if something is not going to happen, and I consistently worry about it, even though and it doesn't happen all the time I've wasted worrying about it.
And if it does, you can't do anything about it anyway.
And if it does, you can't do anything about it. So why worry? It makes no sense whatsoever.
We become a bit nihilistic.
Live for the day. That's me.
Right.
You know, live for the day. That doesn't mean go out and spend all my money, obviously, because you have to be a little careful. But it certainly means I'm not going to.
What money? You have some money that I don't know about?
Little.
No, really? Little?
Well, I don't. You know about it.
Yes, you have a hoard. I had a hoard of pennies at one point, which made me feel really industrial.
Well, you know, we all have our little
Remember
hoards.
those days, folks, when if you had $50,000, you could buy a house with no mortgage, you could buy a car, and you could start a business.
Yeah, really.
Those were the days, my friend.
We thought they'd never end.
We thought they, and they did.
Yeah,
though,
and they did.
with a big thud.
Yeah, with a big thud. You're right.
Yeah, and.
But you know, those things are depressing to think about. I'd rather think about how you washed your underwear in the shower. I think that's much more entertaining.
But and also
I could just imagine you.
Every time I turn on the news, I mean, see, I kind of take a vacation from the news when you're home because you become petulant and upset if I have MSNBC on for more than 5 minutes.
Do you blame me? I mean, who wants to sit there and listen to the world falling apart? What good does it do?
They do it gracefully, and they blame the right. And then you go to Fox, and they do it a little less gracefully, and they blame the
everybody
left.
else.
Yeah. But what I thought was sad, and it's a growing trend, it began in Wisconsin, the states are in just as bad financial disruption as the federal government.
Well, yes, everything is hitched together.
And they're taking it out on the poor state workers whose pensions are getting flung into the sea.
Yeah, well, you know, that's another reason why it's really important to stay focused into the present moment and enjoy whatever is happening to the fullest.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely. You know, why not?
And what I did was I would see the news and I would feel despondent. And rather than allow that despondency, I got on the phone and I said, we're having a late night party. Come on over.
You did not.
And hundreds of people packed the parking lot. And we stood outside.
And how did they fit into the apartment?
we stood outside and we sang Are Ye Able? And Amazing Grace. Are ye able, said the master. You know, that's a great song. I love it. Wish they do it on TV. I'm telling you, I'm going to become a crooner.
They probably do.
I was alone at home.
So you crooned.
This is one man alone, and I figured if the neighbors bugged me about this, I'll stop. And they would clap. I didn't know if they clapped for me stopping or for hearing what I was doing. No one threw money.
No one threw money. Well, that's not good.
But you know.
Did you indicate that money would be useful and helpful?
Yes, but.
Did you put up a little sign?
They looked at me oddly when I suggested it.
Oh.
I thought maybe they wanted me to pay them for abiding my singing.
Ah.
You know, we have great neighbors, folks. I really mean that. They're wonderful people.
Yes, absolutely. Wouldn't trade them for the world.
But they just looked at me strangely. I would take a walk. I'd go outside, and someone would say something like, "When's she getting back?" And I'd say, "Next Thursday." "Why?" "Oh, good. I'll be back by then." And then someone else said, "There was kind of a ruckus in your apartment last night." And I said, no, that was me doing my favorite aria from Pagliacci. Pagliacci, you know, and it was great. But if people don't know you well, and suddenly they hear you singing, and you've been living there for about a year, and they don't hear you singing, they begin to wonder. They do.
I can understand that.
They begin to wonder.
They begin to wonder.
Because when you sing, everybody cries, and it's beautiful. Yes.
Well,
you sing these very deep, profound, touching songs.
They used to. I don't do it anymore.
And I do it, and people get riled. And they get upset, and they say nasty four-letter words.
Oh dear.
But I think I have a good voice. And it's a new career. You know, someone once said, you're going to have a new career in 2012. And so I'm preparing for it now.
Really?
I want you to buy me one of those little atomizers that singers, opera stars use, and get the correct solution of whiskey and water. And you go, and then you sing, and you do this 10, 15 times, and you don't even know what you're singing, but you sound great. You do. You sound absolutely wonderful.
Oh dear.
And not that I want whiskey particularly. Tequila is good. Sake is very good. But it was rough without you. It was sad and
Yes.
it was rough.
Well, I missed you too, darling. And
The veg, I went to the market.
the only thing is, everybody everywhere in Italy smokes on the street, and
Oh, foul.
you would not have liked walking down the street. You know, your
It's hard
eyes
enough
get.
to walk into Stop and Shop with all the secondhand smoke in the
But that was the
little
problem, you
passageway.
know, and of course Bologna has those beautiful sidewalks that are covered, so the smoke kind of stays under.
Lingers.
Yeah, it lingers.
But it does that at Stop and Shop. You
But
get
they
this
don't
really
smoke in the
vile
restaurants.
chemical smell of cigarettes. You know?
But outside.
Yes, outside too. And it's the
Outside.
same the whole world over. You know, it's true. I'm really liking this singing thing. I think it's going to be big. And I just have to have the courage to do it with you home, in that I did
I love
so.
it when you sing. Come on.
I'm glad you do.
I always have.
Oh, really?
Yes, I always have.
you've
I have
never asked-
never complained
No, but
when you
you've
sang.
never.
Sometimes I put on my earphones
Yes.
to be sure.
Yeah.
But that's because I need just peace and quiet. So I put on the earphones, and you can continue to sing. That's fine. But I'm not listening because I'm focusing very
Do
carefully.
you know how insulting it is to sing when someone, the one person in your life, doesn't want to hear you sing, is focusing on?
It's not that I don't want to hear you sing, love. It's just that
It's sad.
when I put on the earphones, then I can hear something different.
My mom would always go into another room if I tried to sing. My father would look at me as though I needed therapy or something. Really. And my grandmother would shake her head and go, no.
We're down to 2 minutes.
We're down to 2 minutes. The 2-minute warning. Ah, yes, here we are. Well, folks, I'd like to reiterate my invitation to you to invite us to dinner. We're happy to come. Now that we're on Facebook and YouTube, you might want to have us come out to Indiana or Ohio or Wisconsin
Oh.
and cheer folks up.
Provided you pay for our plane fare.
Yes, yes. Well, we'll bring sandwiches.
We will?
Yeah, and
I thought they were going to feed us.
well, we have to eat on the plane.
Oh, right.
Airline food is
Well, no,
Not
they don't
exactly
serve
the
you
same.
anymore.
They
hardly.
don't?
No, no, I don't think I'm.
no more dinners.
No, well, I don't know. I don't think so.
That's horrible.
I don't think so.
So anyway, if you have deep, profound personal questions that you'd like to ask us of anything we do or say on a 24/7 basis, please do.
Oh, absolutely.
Really. And
We'll do our best.
We'll be as revealing as we're allowed to be.
As we're allowed to be, yes.
And come summer, you can wear that string bikini I saw in
Not
your drawer.
on the show.
Yes, it would be wonderful.
Not on
Really,
the show.
you would look so good.
No, darling.
I
Not
think
on the show.
it's fun. She looks so good in a bikini.
No,
You have no
darling.
idea, really.
I'm glad. I
I'll
am
wear
so
my Mr.
grateful.
America rig, and we
I
can
am
sing,
so grateful that you think I look good in a bikini, darling.
serve potato
That
salad.
means the
and-
world to
and
me.
sing.
It
would
really
be
does. It means the
wonderful.
world to
You do.
me.
You look great in a bikini. Any woman looks great in a bikini. Women don't understand that about themselves. Men, on the other hand, look like men wearing a jockstrap, but women look really good.
Listen.
Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you for putting up with me. Come on back next time. We'll shock you. We'll rock you. We'll make you really happy on Domestic Tranquility.
The lively art of matrimony.
Da 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 dee, da 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 dee. Play me